music. The news that Jimin, one of BTS's most beloved members worldwide, had secretly married instantly shook the global ARMY community. It didn't take long after these rumors appeared, social media exploded with various reactions. Some were happy, some were surprised, and not a few were even heartbroken. But the most surprising thing was not the rumors themselves, but the response of a person very close to Jim's personal life, his mother. In the midst of speculation and efforts to seek clarity, the mother finally opened her voice with a statement that stunned the public. It all started when a wedding photographer uploaded a silhouette portrait of two people standing facing each other in a private park in Seoul's Gangnam district. In the photo, the man is dressed in a characteristic beige suit with a slender and tall posture that immediately reminds many of Jim. The woman in the long white dress was seen holding the man's hand, and the moment immediately invited various guests. What convinced the public that the man was Jim was a thin necklace wrapped around his neck, a necklace that Jim often wore on several occasions, including magazine shoots and fan meetings at first. Many thought this was just a misidentification, but suspicions were raised after some staff in the entertainment industry revealed that Jim had indeed just taken a special leave of absence a few weeks ago for very important personal reasons. The public suspects that the leave may coincide with a time Jim used to organize the wedding behind closed doors. The fact that HYB gave no additional explanation for the leave makes speculation even more unstoppable. While the agency remained silent, a local media outlet in Bususan, Jim's hometown, managed to interview the mother in a family moment that was not scheduled as an official session. Initially, the mother only answered friendly questions about Jim's news during his military service, but when asked directly about the rumors of the son's marriage, his expression changed slightly. It does not argue, it also does not allow. On the contrary, he gives a more mental and touching answer. If it is true, and if my son is happy, then I as a mother can only wish him the best. I know very well how he struggled in his life from childhood to this magnitude. So I think if he had made such a big decision, he would have thought of everything very carefully. The sentence went viral in less than an hour. Jim's fan base in different countries immediately translated the statement into a dozen languages. Many interpreted that Jim's mother had subtly confirmed the news. Some fans even suggested that this may have been Jim's way of protecting his partner from the public spotlight by asking his mother to be an information bridge for his fans. At the same time, public attention turned to the figure of a woman who allegedly became Jim's life partner. Some say she is a rookie actress who recently appeared in a popular drama. Others believe that the woman is a non-celebrity figure known to Jim since before his debut. There is also an astonishing theory that the woman is a Hollywood actress who was previously linked to Jim at international fashion events. Yes, Dakota Fanning was in the spotlight for her warm interaction with Jim in Paris last year, but there is no official confirmation, and everything is still a mere public guess. Regardless of who the woman was, what was more interesting was how Jim chose to behave. He is known as a sensitive, wise person and values sincere relationships. In several previous interviews, he has said that if one day he gets married, he does not want it to be announced in a big way. He just wants to get married like an ordinary person, in silence with happiness known only to those who truly love him. That sentence is now ringing in the ears of many ARMY who reread the old interview. Reactions from fans were mixed. Most expressed full support. Many wrote messages on social media, such as asterisk, "If Jim is happy, we are happy too. Thank you for being with us all this time." Asterisk. But there are also voices that feel lost, because Jim has been a source of passion and love for millions of people around the world. For them, the news of this marriage is like a reminder that their idols are also ordinary people who have private lives that cannot be fully shared with the public. Interestingly, the other BTS members did not appear to give any statements. Jin, who recently completed his military service and is back in action, looked very calm in his last radio interview. He simply said, "We're all in different phases now, but we're still one." Suga, who is notoriously secretive about his personal life, only chuckled when asked about the rumors. Jungkook, who has been known to be very close to Jim, has become a separate concern. She uploaded a short video of a meaningful love song, leading many fans to speculate that it was a form of tacit support for her best friend. While the army petitioned HYB for official clarification, many suggested that Jim's decision to maintain privacy was fully respected. In a large fanbase in Thailand, a fan wrote at length about how Jim has always prioritized the happiness of others, and now it is the turn of the world to appreciate Jim's happiness. Meanwhile, foreign media reports began to cite this news. The New York Times, The Guardian, and the South China Morning Post each ran short articles on the rumor and called it an important moment in the world of K-pop, as it showed that major artists like Jimin have begun to dare to take personal decisions despite knowing the consequences. If it is true that Jim is married, it is not just about a love affair, but about courage, maturity, and how an idol is able to separate between public and private life with great elegance. And if they are just rumors, then we as a public are at least reminded not to put too much pressure on the artist to open his whole life to us. Sure enough, the mother's voice spoke, and in Jim's silence, we can feel that maybe his true love has arrived, whether he will share the news now tomorrow or never. ARMY knows one thing Jimin deserves to be happy with or without publicly confirmed marriage news. And who knows, maybe one day she'll reveal it all through a song that tells not only about love, but also about the courage to choose happiness amid the roar of the world that continues to stare at it. That day Seoul was overcast. The sky is gray, like storing something big, but does not want to be sent down to earth. In a quiet, hilly area on the outskirts of the city, there is a small house dressed in a modern Korean style. Leaves were falling on the lawn, and the sound of the spring breeze could be heard faintly infiltrating from between the wooden windows. Inside the house stood a man in a beige suit just like the one he used to wear when he attended the Dior show in Paris. The suit now has a new meaning. Before him stood a woman who looked trembling but smiled broadly. The white dress she wore was simple, but it radiated tenderness and sincerity. That was the day when Park Jim, the lead vocalist of BTS, decided to get married. No publicity, no camera lights, and no hustle and bustle of the entertainment world. There is only his family, a few closest friends, including Taeyong, who came quietly before returning to military service, and a tall man who wears a hat to disguise his face. Jungkook. They stood still watching a moment that no one ever imagined would happen in silence like this English.